Hello and welcome to another episode of Moose's Gear Goo Review. I'm Moose, and today we're going to do a tutorial on the Ultimate Survival Tips MSK Multi-Scenario Knife, MSK Mini Edge X. This is the compact kind of companion blade for the MSK1, which was a larger survival knife created by David from Ultimate Survival Tips. He came up with the companion knife. Originally it was skeletonized, but then he came out with the version with the different handle scales. Comes in a couple of different materials like green micarta G10, black and blue G10. This is the knife. Pretty awesome little compact blade that just feels good in the hand. Honestly, this thing's razor sharp, and I still need to do a full review of this. So I'm not sure when this video will come out, but this video more or less is going to show how to install the included fire starting kit. And like the larger MSK1 knife, you are able to remove the handle scales, and there's a compartment between the skeletonized tang where you could put survival items. This is the same thing. Obviously it's smaller, but it's large enough to fit a very small fire starting kit. So the knife itself comes with the Kydex sheath, fits in good. I really like the sheath and the knife itself. But now we'll get into the actual tutorial. So there are two sets of Chicago screws. It was smart. He made flathead design specifically for the purpose of taking apart the handle. Now you could do this with a coin, you could carve a stick, but ultimately this is one of the easier screw designs that you could have on a knife to take it apart. First we'll look at the box. It came in this box initially, and oops. In the box, you had the knife, the sheath, some paperwork, and then it had a lanyard kit for neck carry. And inside, the neck carry kit. And then it came with this little pouch that has a ferro rod and three, I think they're called like Angry Bee fire starters. But this kit fits inside this knife. So I'm going to show you how to take it apart, put it together. Today, my tool could be anything, but I'm using the Gerber dime. Absolutely love this device, this tool. Probably the best compact pliers, spring-loaded, that you can get for the money. And it has a tweezer and stuff, but we're just going to be using the flathead from it because that's all we need. All right. And I'll leave links in the description below to where to pick up the knife, and I'll leave an Amazon link where you can get a Gerber dime. Otherwise, you can find them at pretty much any place that sells Gerber. So basically we're just going to unscrew both sets of screws. Now on the one side, they do have a metal bow drill divot. It's the smallest one I've ever seen. So you're just going to have to do the other side. But two, with these screws, you can place them anywhere along the handle. So if you want the bow drill divot more center, you could put it into that hole, or it could flip sides, whatever's comfortable. So it's definitely something you can do to kind of rearrange and customize how you like it. But we're just going to unscrew both of these. Pretty tight. Let's see. There we go. Get them out. So you have like a male socket and a female socket on either one. I'll admit a traditional screwdriver would be easiest, but we don't always have that, especially when you're in a survival situation. So don't lose those screws. And there is the plate. Now I'm going to keep the bow drill divot in the same space on the same side. You can see there's a little bit of pocketing in the actual G10 scale. And then that gives you, oh, I guess they're all coming out. the larger kind of pocket in the tang. Okay. Now it's interesting because this bow drill divot actually has a D hole, so it looks like you have to keep the bow drill divot at least in the rear of the knife. So that's good to know. And plus the other, is that about the same? Well, it's about the same. It just seems bigger for some reason. Anyways, so now we're going to take out the contents of this. Now, the cool thing with the knife itself, on the butt end of the knife, it has a flattened area, and it's labeled. That's where you'll actually be able to strike the ferro rod. But we're going to leave the coating in there. And I'm not sure how this is going to fit, but right there, there's the rod. It looks like it takes up most of the space. We're going to see if we can squeeze one or two of these little angry guys in there. Might have to really get them smushed flat. So you can see I'm smushing it flat and trying to wedge it inside. Supposedly you can fit all three. So I say smush them flat. You might need a tool or something to just help you compress it even farther and get them inside like so. Then one more. Now there's some sort of like resin or some sort of igniter kind of impregnated into these, so they might not fully fit, but hopefully the compression of the screws will get the job done. So I'm trying this for the first time with y'all. Actually, we'll just put in two, because maybe they just gave us an extra one. So we'll just put those two in and see what we can do with these. And actually, oops, that one just pulled apart. So a little bit more work and finesse than I originally thought this would take. But there we go. That's a better fit right there. So I'm just going to put in this other side, get that lined up in there. And then we're just going to start screwing these bad boys back in. Now this is kind of like your worst case scenario, trying to have something in case of an emergency, in case, you know, you're at your wit's end. This is your last hope to get something started, or you just need the sparker to start a fire. But it's neat that they included this in the package. It's neat that it works, and it's great that they designed the knife with simple flathead screws to make it as easy for you to carry an ignition option within the knife. And then, like I said, you can do it with a washer, with a penny, with a multi-tool. And there you have it, sealed tight. All sealed up. And we're back. We're good to go. Boom. So, just to demonstrate the striking of a ferro rod here, I do have this other ferro rod. Hold on. There we go. And as you can see, it does strike actually really well, way better than I thought. So, pretty cool. That's the tutorial. So there you have it. Let me know what you think. I really, really like this knife. I'm really impressed with it, and it's now an EDC carry option that I hook on my backpack. So Check out my unboxing. Check out the links in the upper right-hand corner. Check out the links in the description for these other products, and where you can get your own Mini SMK1 Edge X. Thank you. Peace. And I'll see you outside.